Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of the patch 1.47 roundup series. Hopefully this will be the last episode, because hopefully we'll be getting patch 1.47 soon. I can't see it being delayed too long, although we don't actually have a date. In this episode, again, we'll just look at the developments from the past, since episode 2 of the patch 1.47 roundup series. And we'll start off looking at the devblog article for two of the new vehicles added into the game, the R2 1941 and the Panzer VI Tiger. Now, for the R2 1941, I'm quoting from the devblog article. It's from the first half of 1941, has not been touched by production in the war years, which gives it slightly better flight characteristics to its later brothers. Only had modest weaponry, could provide reliable assistance for ground forces, or provided reliable assistance. And even in battle with fighter aircraft, the R can stand up for itself and not be easy prey. Now, that's not particularly anything we didn't know already. We knew it had modest armament, not as good against tanks as the later R2s. We knew it was probably going to be more as a fighter aircraft, although I didn't know it had better flight characteristics than later aircraft. That did actually come as a bit of a shock to me. Carrying on, it says... model is redesigned in line with modern requirements. It's a quality renewal of the R2 series. Polygon count has increased from 14k to 52k. Improved accuracy of geometry. Parent in a series of future upgrades for the entire line of R2s. Okay, it's probably one of the more detailed aircraft we've had in War Thunder so far, and apparently, if it's a parent for future upgrades, I assume they're going to redesign the entire R2s, upgrade them graphics-wise. Which is quite good. It's always good to see new aircraft being updated graphic-wise, although I think they could maybe focus on some of the older aircraft. The HE-111, for example, we've got a very old model that needs updating. But carrying on, the armour of the aircraft is made from 30 separate parts, which means every armour piece has its correct thickness and material. It is placed at the correct angle, and if a shell hits it, every armour piece thickness will be calculated. The R2 model has the most detailed and precise damage model compared to any R2 ever created in the game, and sets a new quality standard for all aircraft. Whether that new damage model means it's likely to take more hits or less, I have a feeling it would probably mean more hits. If it's calculating every hit, maybe at the moment it doesn't calculate every hit, but it's good they're doing these new things. Hopefully they'll expand this to all aircraft, which would be very good. Moving on to the next vehicle is the Tiger, Tiger E, a late war variant of the Tiger tank. Now again, quoting from the devblog, the late Tiger, same age as the Royal Tiger, so about the same time as the Tiger II, offers better armour than its predecessors. Top plate of the turret is thicker, and there is also protection against turret jamming through the addition of an armoured strip in the turret ring, which is quite important. Unless I'm mistaken, one of the first Tigers captured by the British was captured because a 57mm round lodged itself in the turret ring. So obviously they learnt from that mistake. Carrying on, another handsome Tiger. Main distinction can be seen in the modernisation of the track running gear, installation of all metal rollers with internal suspension, and a smaller diameter drive wheel for powering the tracks. So not as detailed as the R2 description, unfortunately, but we do learn a bit more. It's got slightly thicker armour on the top of the turret, so for protection against air attack, shrapnel, that sort of stuff. I didn't know about the turret jamming before, so like the armoured ring, so that would definitely help. Hopefully, prevent turrets being jammed so easily. The modernisation of the running gear and the installation of all metal rollers with internal suspension, smaller diameter drive wheel. I don't know how much effect that will have. I admit I'm not a huge expert on tanks, but if it's an improvement on the Tiger H in those respects, very good job. I definitely think it'll be a good addition for the game, and although I do worry it's still going to be outclassed battle rating wise against some of the newer tanks in the game. Now the next thing we're looking at is in-game items, something we looked at a little bit in the dev server. So we've already know a little bit about it. We know we can get them from daily rewards or possibly other ways. It does mention other ways of getting them below, I believe. Various sources such as gifts during specials, randomly obtained as login reward, or immediately as a trophy after battle. So possibly as battle trophies in some cases. See here in this picture, someone's got a 300% RP boost. Now we've got to look at every single paragraph on here because we'll be here all day. We'll just look over the basics. So you can see here in the inventory there are a few different things: battle trophies, boosters, wages, discounts and tickets. You've also got item shop, which is where you can buy some, the in-game store I assume. Boosters increase income of lions or research points in battle, can be personal and team orientated. May also influence both the entire battle results or only a part of it. Not infinite, some are active for specific time, some are active for only a limited number of battles or limited amounts of successful completion. For other conditions listed in the description of the boost. They've got a formula here for case of several active team boosts, I think. Added in order from higher to lower, and their effectiveness decreases with each additional item. Here we've got discounts, as the name says, reduce the cost of certain goods for the player. Trophies chest, award bonuses or give random items listed in the description. So here we've got a battle trophy that contains either a premium tank, 100,000 lions, a random booster for RP or silver lions, 300 golden eagles, or a premium account for 1 day. But with this one, I think you have to purchase with 300 golden eagles, or 299. So while it could potentially get you a very good premium, such as the M46 Tiger, or even get all your golden eagles back +1, you could also end up with something like a premium account for 1 day, which I'm pretty sure is not worth 300 golden eagles, or these boosters, or 100,000 lions, again, not worth 300 golden eagles. So if you're a bit of a betting person, maybe it'll be good, but I personally won't use them very often, I don't think. We've also got wagers, which basically allows you to create a bet, and you get an award if you complete the bet. Bet is considered complete if the player has received the maximum number of defeats or victories. So basically you can do a bit of betting with the game. Not sure what the bets will be, but could potentially be quite good. Don't really know until we've tried it though. We've also got tournament tickets, which, as we know, let us get into tournaments, which we've already explained. I do quite like some of these, especially the daily rewards, because you could potentially get something quite good for free. The wages, the ones shown here, they seem quite, bad. Well, not bad, but they've got either ridiculously good rewards or they've got ridiculously bad. There's no middle ground. Something may be worth 300 golden eagles, other than 300 golden eagles. It could potentially turn out good. Not particularly sure I'll use it though. Wages and discounts, they seem quite good. Although again, it depends how they're dealt with, how they're released, and what they entail. Now, last of all is a bit of a feature I'm not particularly sure about, or I don't really understand it. Driver assist mode. This is the description they've given. Every player who has fought a battle on the more manoeuvrable ground vehicles has faced a situation where it becomes hard to both control your vehicle and conduct aimed fire during the heat of battle. In reality, this was done by 2 different crew members, but in War Thunder requires 1 person. Okay, introducing the new driver model in this mode, your vehicle will be controlled by the driver, who will steer based on your commands, and at the same time attempt to provide the highest possible speed. Operation will work like this. You can enable this feature at any time by holding the right button. At that point, the current position of the cursor will be defined as neutral. Some small changes in the mouse's position relative to this direction will give orders to the driver to turn the vehicle. In this mode, you can continue to travel through the battlefield as well as performing never-ending manoeuvres around enemy vehicles while maintaining aimed fire on them. Here's a little video they've given. I'm not really sure how this works. I'm a bit confused. Surely this is just basically taking it away from the mouse, the arrow keys like D, A, S, W, and turning it to the mouse. But if you're driving with the mouse, how are you aiming your gun? Maybe this is one of those things you have to test to really understand it. I'm not sure of the usefulness, because again, it seems like if you're using your mouse to drive the tank, you're not really shooting at the enemy, but I'm just not really sure the need of it at the moment. It's not that difficult to control the tanks, surely, with 2 hands. I mean, maybe I'm not getting it, but I'm just a bit confused about this mode. Once I've actually tested it, I will give better feedback, but it could potentially be good if it, works by letting you free yourself to do the gunnery. But at the moment, it seems like you're still controlling the tank, but not being able to shoot at the same time. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I've got some better feedback on that. But mixed opinions on this at the moment. So that's it for episode 3 of the patch 1.47 roundup series. So far the changes do look very good. There are one or two things I'm not particularly sure about, or probably won't use myself, but overall this update does seem like it's coming out to be very good. I mean, as I've said, it's a little bit short on the amount of vehicles being added, but the amount of features and bug fixes is, quite ridiculously high. Hopefully if they can do another few patches like this, the game will be much improved, and then as long as they add a few vehicles every patch still. I'm still a bit disappointed Britain hasn't got a plane or anything for this patch, but or even a reskin, but there you go, I suppose. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you like these sorts of videos and want to see more of them. Leave feedback, can always do with more feedback to help improve these episodes. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.